guys, this is my 6th grader slash incoming middle schooler advice video, and this is really self-explanatory. It's just tips and advice for incoming middle schoolers. So I'm just gonna start off. First, I just want to say that middle school is probably not the best few years of your life. I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, it's so awesome. You're not a teen yet, but you're really not a kid anymore. So it's, you know, really frustrating. So yeah, this is just advice and tips to help you get through it and to help you really enjoy it more than you should. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started. First is try to be really outgoing on the first day, and you know, this is really gonna help you if you're going into a bigger school. I actually went into a private school, so I didn't really have to, like, you know, there were like only 20 kids in my class, and you know, I didn't really have to be like, oh, hello. But yeah, you really want to be outgoing if you're just going into a really big school and you're trying to make friends, because that will really help you. And if you have at least one friend to sit with at lunch or whatever, that will really be great. You know, you'll have, I'm not saying you have to make really great friends, like that you know will be your best friends throughout the year. Just try to make a few friends, and that will really, really help you. And yeah, the upperclassmen will also help you. Don't be scared of them. You know, if you're not comfortable with the kids in your class, you can at least try to make friends with them. And the second one is be nice to everyone and do not start drama. Oh my god, don't even like try to start drama at all, because I know when you're gossiping about someone, it doesn't seem like you're starting drama, but you probably really are, because chances are the person that you're gossiping about too, they're probably going to tell that person no matter what they say. They can be like, oh, I won't tell them, but chances are they probably will, you know, even if it slips out, if it's on purpose. Yeah, just don't say anything about anybody that you know you're probably going to regret later on. Yeah, and be nice to everyone. Don't treat one person rudely because they're a little different, because that's really mean. I know if you were in their spot, they wouldn't want to be treated that way, would they? And just don't be mean to anyone. Just try to be nice to everyone, treat everyone the same. I just dropped my camera, so sorry if this looks different. And yeah, it was basically a clear tip. Just be nice to everyone. And the third tip was don't be boy crazy. Oh my god. Okay, when I started middle school, I probably liked every single boy a different week, and I was just so boy crazy. It took up oh my god, it was just horrible. Everyone thought I was like crazy, so yeah, just don't be boy crazy. If you like a boy, that's fine. Don't okay, I made the mistake of telling everyone that I like this one boy, and it was just so bad. Don't tell everyone. If you trust one friend or two, just tell them, and you know that they're not going to tell anybody, and you know them well. Just don't be like, oh, I like him. Yeah, just don't be boy crazy. And you know what, if they don't like you back, that's fine. You know, there will be so many other boys that you will meet that will like you. You know, just don't post any Facebook statuses being like, oh, I'm forever alone. That's so annoying. Just don't be boy crazy. Fourth is peer pressure. In middle school, you're going to be more introduced to a lot more peer pressure than in elementary school, because you're learning new things, you're finding out new things. Just don't give into it. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. It's that simple. If your friends were really true friends, they would understand your decision and they would leave you alone about it. They wouldn't keep pressuring you to do it. So yeah, if you do find yourself in a situation where you feel like you're being pressured to do something by your friends and you don't want to do it, just don't. Walk away from it. Most likely easier said than done, but in the long run, you're going to really respect your decision, and you're going to be really happy that you made that decision, because one choice that you made can mess up your whole entire year or your whole entire life. You know, just don't give in to peer pressure. Fifth is your grades and your finals for every year. I don't know if you do finals for every year or if you just do it at the end of 8th grade, but for me it was just for 8th grade. And you know, it was everything I keep touching my hair. It was everything we learned for the past 2 years. And yeah, if you probably didn't take notes, or if you didn't listen in class for the last 2 years, you probably won't do good on that final, and you're going to really regret it. Because your final is counts for most, like, I don't know how much it counts for your school for your grade, but it counted a lot for my grade, and that final is probably your ticket to high school, and you do not want to spend the summer before 9th grade in summer school relearning the stuff that you should have learned in the past 2 years. Yeah, just really pay attention in class. You know, grades come before friends. And in that way, right now, middle school probably doesn't seem like a big deal to you if you're just going into it, but trust me, everything counts in the long run. When you're in college and some of your friends are working at McDonald's because they skipped that one class, you're probably going to look back on it and be happy that you didn't skip that class to go to the mall with your friends and took that test. It's probably going to sound really cheesy, but my 6th piece of advice for you guys is to join sports and clubs. Look, I'm not really that kind of a sporty girl, more just like cheerleading, dance, you know, makeup, hair, but elementary school doesn't have that many options for sports. I know at my elementary school, they didn't even have any sports. So for middle school, you're going to be introduced to like a wide range of sports, and you probably should join some of them. When I did cross country, and I wasn't even good at it, I think the best I've done was probably 10th place. But looking back on it, I'm happy that I did it, other than not doing it at all. I actually had a lot of fun doing it, even though I hated running so much. I actually had fun doing it in the end. So yeah, you're gonna be in the yearbook a lot more if you do sports and clubs. If you're not really a sporty type of person like me, you can do clubs. Like, I'm into writing, so I do creative writing. You can do drama club. That's actually really fun. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff. I know at my school they had ski club. I didn't do that because I couldn't really afford it because it's a lot of money. But from like some of my friends that did do it, they said it was a lot of fun. And yeah, you should try like a lot of different things. You might find a talent that you didn't even know you had. This piece of advice is pretty self-explanatory. Don't act like you're 17 when you're probably only 12 or 13. I'm going into high school right now, and I haven't even been there yet, but in high school, people are probably going to treat you more like an adult than a kid, as you're going to be treated in middle school. In middle school, I still had recess, and I don't know if you will, but you should probably really enjoy your last moments of that, even if it's just a little thing, but that you're probably not going to get in high school. And I know 2 years may seem like a long time, but it's really not, so don't waste it. Also, if you're that girl wearing all that trashy clothing and stuff, you probably think you're probably, I don't know, better than everyone else because you're old. You think you're older when you're really not, and you probably think everyone loves you so much, but chances are they all probably think you're kind of annoying and that you're just desperate for attention by dressing that way, and by getting all these boyfriends that you don't even need. You still have plenty of years ahead for you to do that, so just enjoy your life as a kid right now. This one is also easier said than done. Don't take rude comments seriously. Honestly, when I was in 7th grade, a few of the 8th graders, I don't even know who said it, said I have a pig nose, and you know what, I didn't take that seriously because I know that I can probably get a nose job when I'm older, but they can't change their rude personality about saying that. Yeah, just don't take them seriously at all, because in middle school, you're all still growing up. You're all these little I don't want to say little kids. You're all just kids still, and you're gonna say some things. Everyone's gonna say some things they regret. So just don't take it seriously at all. You are who you are. Embrace it. Just don't take it seriously if someone says something rude about you. This is one of my last pieces of advice to you guys. Don't talk back to the teachers, and don't be immature to them, because you don't want to be that kid in the office who has to call your parents because you called the teacher stupid because they gave you homework that night. Yeah, don't talk back to them. There was this one kid in my class who talked back to every single teacher over every single little stupid thing, and also he looked like an idiot, and he also got some kids in trouble because they laughed at it, and yeah, like he also got other kids in trouble because of it. Just don't talk back to teachers, because if you want a recommendation for high school from them, they're obviously not going to give it to you if you've been talking back to them all year, and if you've been like joking off in class about them. It's pretty easy enough to understand. Try to enjoy middle school. It is your last few years of freedom, and it is your last few years of being a kid. Yeah, and like I said before, it's probably, depending on how it goes for you, you're probably not gonna like it. You probably will. Yeah, just to enjoy it though, you know. My class completely hated the 8th grade year because we got a new principal, new teachers, and everything. Yeah, but I think we should have enjoyed it more. I kind of look back on it and wish I enjoyed it more. Yeah, just definitely try to have fun in your middle school years because it is your last few years of being a kid.